Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. Right, we're back in Planet Zoo, back in Bianco Zoo. Last episode we were working on the outside of our penguin habitat here. So I built this beautiful fountain, really happy with that, and this lovely waterfall wall, a waterfall wall, try saying that 5 times quickly, along here. Very happy with how that is all looking. I haven't finished this area yet, so I've got this sort of low down barrier that I've put in here, and I want to duplicate that along here. But I might not do that now because I fancy doing something a bit different, and I don't want to just keep doing the same thing episode after episode. So I am going to move over into this bit of the habitat here. And I want to do these stairs because they're annoying me because they just don't look very good yet. So I'm thinking I want to do some wall work on here. So let's crack on with this. So I know I keep saying this, but it has been a little while since I did the last episode. I do apologise. I swear I am trying. I really am trying to get episodes out quicker to you. But with a young baby at home and a full-time job, I just am struggling with it, I'm afraid. But I will endeavour to keep getting stuff out to you. Right, so that is what I'm thinking of. I like the idea of this this archway here over the pathway so that people are walking under an arch. So I'm trying to line it up. I guess what I need to do is put it in place and then build around it. Let's try that. So I figure it's going to need it's probably going to need that sort of barrier height, I think, on the top. I think that kind of looks sensible to me. It's going to need some nice curved pieces here. Let's just shrink the grid down. Okay, let's try not to make it go underground. Let's just check the curve. Yeah, that looks almost spot on. That's fine. Obviously I can rejig all of this in a minute. Then we're going to need a nice edge like this. One thought I had was that I would get this pathway here and bring it down the side, because I'll probably have a habitat here in some way, but I'm not going to do that, I don't think. I think that's a bit of a narrow gap, so I've actually got a bit of a thought on what I might do in here, which involves me duplicating this like so. So essentially what I want to do here is put a big flower bed in, is my thinking. Hang on, what am I trying to do here? I kind of need to duplicate this. Hang on, that's really hard. One that way, one that way. I need to get this perfectly square. Oops, 1 and 1. Yeah, so there. Okay, so in fact, let's just bring that lot. Oh, okay, it's not going to let me. Okay, hang on, let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's it. I need it on that side, so let's just do this again. So let's do it. Oh, it's a shame. I really wanted it there. Okay, do you know? Hang on. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's leave that there, and I will then kind of fill in. Whoops. Fill in around it. I'll play around with the angle of what am I trying to say? I'll play around with this one here. I'll maneuver that one so that it's in the right place. Okay, there's that. That's just one too big, isn't it? There. That's fine. I will, yeah. This will work, this will work. You'll have to bear with me. It will look good in a minute, I promise. You know my process. I do have a process, I swear. I don't just make stuff up. Actually, I do make stuff up as I go along. That's the best way that you can build, really, in this game. Right, so, yeah, that, like that, and then one of these underneath, and then another one of these tunnels. I'll just do it like that. Okay, we're getting there. So, in fact, what I need to do is and that one, just separate that. And let's just bring that out to there. And let's bring it back. So hopefully this will line up perfectly here. Just try and get that spot on. Beautiful. Okay. In fact, that needs to be, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, there we go. Good. Right. So I know I've still got little gaps to fill in. That's absolutely fine. So I can do that. Actually, let's bring the grid down. Yeah, see, I can actually, let's just maneuver those two. There we go. Perfect. I don't think those were sticking through the walls at all. No, that's fine. Good, good, good. We're nearly there. Right, so I've got some little gaps down the side here that I need to get rid of. Oh yes, and I never actually did under here either, so let's just duplicate that over to this side as well. Yeah, I had a feeling it might not actually let me do that. In fact, I haven't maneuvered the whole thing into place yet, have I? No, hang on. No. Yes, there we go. Good. Because we've still got just a little bit of that showing under there. So how does that need to go? Something like that. I don't mind that showing because that's going to have a flower bed covering that up. I want it back that way so that is all covered up there. Although that's now uncovered there. Hang on, let's just fiddle that a little bit. Right, how does that look? Good. Okay, that looks pretty much spot on to me. Or of course I now need to maneuver this one as well to get that lined up again. Lots of trial and error with this sort of thing. It's always tricky building these sort of retaining walls around pathways. They just never quite line up perfectly. You do have to do a lot of fiddling around. Hang on, what's going on here now? No, that still lines up, so that's absolutely fine. So what I need to do in here is just put in these freestanding bits, I believe. So let's get an angle snap and a surface snap and see if I can make this work. Actually, what's down under here inside? Nothing. I can bury stuff in the wall there without any problem. So let's go there. Let's bring that across and in. Try and get this lined up so it looks decent. Okay. There we go. There's one. 2, and then I think I need to bring it this way as well. Tricky manoeuvring. It's all the same colour, so it makes it really hard sometimes to see if you've lined it up properly. Not quite. It's close. Close but no cigar. There we go. That looks pretty good. Excuse me. I'll tell you what I might do first is just go up to here first and get the top bit done. And then I will bring it down to there. I'll leave that for a second. Let's get our angled piece over here next. If this lines up, if it doesn't, yeah. Okay, so it does. Hang on, is that the right height? I think it is. Yes, it's there, isn't it? Yeah, good. That is the right height. Excellent. Okay, let's do that then. Now it's going to be an issue here because that sticks out a bit too far there, doesn't it? So let's play around with the height. So if I can get this lined up but bring it back to there, that's what you want to do. Then you want to put let's put, yeah, one of them in there. Let's go with one of them there and one of them there. How are we looking? Nice. Excellent. Right, so then hopefully this should slide across and match up here. Nice. Right, how does that look? Ah, hang on. No, that doesn't work because it's messed up this tunnel down here, hasn't it? Okay. So that's annoying. Right, what other pieces do we have? We got, yeah, here we go. This is what I need. Thinner piece, much better. Nice. Hopefully it's not too thin. Do you know what it is, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. I can work with that. Let's just get it lined up here. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Perfect. And then that should just slide down into that gap. And then I can just do this corner here as well. Tell you what I'm going to have to do actually is all of this bit here just needs to go across a little bit because the wood is still showing down here. So let me just highlight these pieces. Let's break that away and just move it across a tiny bit. Like so. There we go. Wow, that was a palaver. I appreciate that took a bit of time, but I think it looks good. Obviously I could still do some more detailing. Oh, what have we got going on in here? That's an interesting little quirk, isn't it? I feel like I need to do something in that little gap, but I don't know, I might not. Right, it looks good from there. Looks good from here. I probably need to do something here. Actually, no, I don't, because this is going to have, I'll tell you what this is going to have. This is going to have soil in it. And it's going to be a flower bed. Now, let me think. Do I want this to be right down to the ground? Like so. That's actually too big, isn't it? Okay. Hang on, let me just use that so I can see what it looks like. not entirely sure how I'm doing this. I feel like... Okay, let's do it like this. So I need to take... I need to go something like that. Then let's find... I wonder, is there... I bet you these are... Yeah, it's just a little bit too big, these pieces. Okay, let's come back into here. Let's have a look for stone. So what I'm thinking is a stone front in some way. I could go ornate or something like that. Oh, it's just too wide, isn't it? I mean, I could potentially do that. It's a shame these pieces aren't a bit smaller. They're all just that little bit wider, aren't they? And I'm not going to faff around trying to make this whole thing bigger, because that's just not going to be realistic. See, that's a lovely piece, but it needs to go on something, doesn't it? A plinth. Ooh, here we go. That looks about the right kind of... No, actually it does. No, I do need it to be just a bit of wall, don't I? I need it to be thin. Fine. Ooh, what are these ones? 3D printed stuff. No, that looks a bit weird. Ooh, that has potential, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm thinking, so you need it to be just, you need it like that, so it's just above the level of the soil. Again, that's too big, so I can go for the smaller one. Obviously this isn't its final resting place, but this is what I'm thinking. Hang on, do I need it to go... No, that didn't help at all, did it? I just put it back exactly how it was. Yeah. Oh, that's tricky, isn't it? 'Cause it is going to be, it is too long like that. Okay. Well, the only way around it is to do... Actually, let's see. No. Well, I don't know. Hang on. Let's just see. I might get away with this if I... No, hang on. If I move these right in. You'll see what I'm trying to do in a minute, I swear. Right, first things first, let's get them put together. So what I'm thinking is, you then get this, spin it round, and do that. So it looks like a nice sort of brick wall effect. You then bring that down into the ground and forwards. Okay, this could still work. So what I need to cover the edge up. Let's see if this does work. So yeah, I do like that. I think again you just need to flip this and go like that as well. fine. No, hang on. Oh, come on. There we go. Just got a little bit too much brown sticking through there. So let's just do that. Great. Right. Nearly there. And then turn that and do the same over this side. Just checking that just goes into the stone there, so let's do something similar on that bit there. Nice. Okay. Then hopefully it works if you then duplicate it up like that. How high do I want? I probably do want it to be pretty much full height, I reckon. Take that back again. I have no idea how this is going to look in the end, but let's go with it for now. If I don't like it, I'll change it. We are somehow, I'm sinking. Look how high that is, and then each one of these is getting a bit lower, and that is not what I wanted. I guess it's just because of the angle of the stairs is just a bit different to this, isn't it? Does that matter? I think it does a little bit. I think I can kind of fiddle it, I think, like this. And kind of make them a little bit steeper as they get to this height. And then actually I guess that sort of height is then would then be okay for this. Whoops. Let's just see if is that going to be the right sort of height to then have things planted in here. I think that probably is. I don't really know what I'm having in here. Probably just I'll have some shrubs in here, I guess. It's probably not the most efficient use of these things. I could have just swapped to the bigger ones, but it's fine. I'm not doing a massive zoo, so I shouldn't have too many issues with the whole pixel thing. I don't have a supercomputer, so I have to try and limit the number of pixel pieces that I use. Right, let's just grab a round piece, I think. Just kind of fill in these last gaps with this, I think. Okay, let's go a bit smaller. Actually, no, it makes sense to use a square one, I think, here. Let's get the angle snap and that turned off. Doesn't really need to be perfect, all of this, because most of it's going to be hidden anyway, but there we go. Right. How does that look? Well, I think it will look good once we've got some plants in there. But what plants do we want? I still like the idea of it being really smart and having like the cypress trees. So let's go with that. Are they cypress? I think they're cypress. Yes. Let's have a go with these, shall we, and see what it looks like. So I'm guessing, what have we got? We've got that sort of size. We've got the tall ones. Yeah, they do get bigger as they go. So this, I think, is probably as big as we can get them, really. Let's see. Let's get that in the middle, which I think is about there. I'll just get them into position first, then I'll see if I think they look good, and then I will turn them so they don't all look symmetrical. It's getting a little bit narrower there. And then what do I want up here? Do I want it continued? Let's just come out first and have a look. Oh yeah, I do like that. That looks quite posh, doesn't it? It looks, as I said, it looks very symmetrical like that, very copy and pasted. But yeah, I won't obviously leave it looking like that. Okay, let's do this. Tell you what, I could probably get a big one in the corner. I reckon I can get away with that. And then back to these and get it in the middle, and let's try and space it roughly the same as the other one there. Excellent. Right, what can I fit in here, do we think? No, okay, I didn't quite space them properly. Let's go with 3 of them in there. Right, what do we think? Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. I like that. I like that a lot. Still more details that I can do, of course, but as the basic planting goes, I think that works well there. Keeping that sort of formal Italian look going. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, happy with that. Whew, right, finally making a bit of progress here. Let's just see what it looks like from back here. Yes, and from here, beautiful. Right, so yeah, I did want to just turn these because you just don't want them all looking the same. So just randomly turn some of them. Okay, nearly there. Let's do this one. So I'm not sure what the next animal is going to be. You guys can choose if you've got any thoughts, but it probably will. I don't know. Let's zoom out and have a look. I think this area here looks logical, doesn't it, for the next habitat? So yeah, I think I'll work over there. Still a lot to do though, mind you. Still lots to do on the penguin habitat before I'm done. Still got all of this bit out the front here to finish off. I want to do a nice big arched sign of some sort here. Probably do a little sign in here as well. And then obviously we've still got all the indoor stuff to do. So I want this whole thing in here looking all exotic and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of Caribbean beachy, I think, is the sort of look I'm going to go for. Some nice palm trees and things. Might even get 1 or 2 little shops or something in here. I'm not sure, to be honest. Lots to think about. I haven't done the outside of the building yet. I was going to put trees, I think, or plants at least all the way along here as well, wasn't I? So yeah, maybe I'll do that in the next episode. And this stairway here is starting to look good, but it's not done yet. I feel like I still need something. Actually, what can I do in here? This looks like it's crying out for something penguin related here, doesn't it? We have got, what have we got? I'm never quite sure exactly what this piece is. What's it classed as? Just a sculpture. See, I do really like that. I'm just not sure how I can use it. Actually, it does look pretty good just like that, doesn't it? And then you've got an opposite one as well. Hang on, let's, I guess it makes sense to kind of get them mirroring each other. Something like that. Tell you what, I feel like they look like they should be sitting on something because of this bit at the bottom here. So I wonder if I maybe just put in a little ledge there. Yeah, they look a little bit precarious. But what do we think? I do like that actually. I think that looks pretty cool. I wonder as well. I can probably duplicate it onto the back, because from here you're going through into the penguin area, whereas when you see them from here you're already kind of in it. But I do like it. I do like that a lot. So actually let's just do that before I end, because we are nearly at the end. I'm just wondering. Yeah, you've got these limestone, little things like this. I wonder if these are any good. Probably not. Actually, that's that kind of thing maybe. Hang on, is that flat? Yeah. Yeah. See, I can create a little shelf there, can't I? Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. Not done yet. I feel like it needs a bit more. Let's just combine these, because I want to duplicate this around the other side. So I'm also just wondering if there are... if I can make some sort of columns that come down here. Oh, I wonder. Hang on. Let's just a little experiment here. Wonder what this will look like. Okay, that looks cool. Let's see if it looks any good actually in position. So I take it just back in a bit and bring it across to here. Yeah, I like that. Just need it to go... hang on, what we got big one, so yes, that needs to go down as well. Something like that. Let's just... I just want to bring that up a tiny bit, so you've got a bit more of the base at the bottom here. That looks really cool. Right, let's just see then. See, over here I haven't got the same sort of space over this side. I need them to be a bit closer. Okay, that's fine. Can I... Let's just maneuver these ones a bit closer so it looks symmetrical. Try and get the gap the same on each side, which is not very easy. Not when you're just doing it by eye. Right, and then the whole thing actually needs to come across as well, I think. Let's just have a look. These ones are sort of in line with that edge there, so yeah, these just need to come across to about there, I think. That looks pretty cool. So then, hopefully, I can take that, I can spin it round, and bish bash bosh, maneuver over to this side. Try and sink it in roughly the same amount. Very nice indeed. I am loving that. Oh, I love doing stuff like that. That is creativity at its best. Cool. Okay, I'm really happy with how that's all looking now, actually. That looks so much smarter than it did before. So I do just need... I need something here, don't I? I need a sign of some sort to go across here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Something penguiny. So you've got these things, these big penguins. I could do something there. But I might, do you know, I might not do it as a big actual sort of a penguin sign. I might just create something there, like a modern bit of roofing, maybe. Oh yeah, how about a bit of roofing that comes out of these two white pillars here and just comes across to meet here. Maybe a low down roof just above there. I just feel like it needs a bit of structure here, that's all, just something. Although I don't really want to block the view necessarily actually from up there, so I don't know, maybe something rounded. It's tricky, isn't it? Not sure what I want to do in here yet either. I feel like this entrance here needs a little something little something, but I have no idea what. I was going to try and cover all this up as well, wasn't I, at some point? Oh well, there we go. I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. So let me know, what do you think? Do you like my little stairway to penguins? Yeah, cool. Great. So if you've enjoyed the episode, then please do hit the like button. I'm actually going to do another recording immediately after this, so hopefully I can get a couple of episodes out to you this week. That would be great. Please do leave comments if you've got anything you want to say, if you like what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, go ahead, let me know. I do appreciate any feedback that I get from you guys. And yeah, if you liked it, then hit the like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do that as well. I promise you at some point in the future there will be much more content on the way once things are settled down at home with our beautiful little daughter. I just realised I never actually got around to putting any plants in these little areas out here. I can't remember if I agreed with myself that I wasn't going to. I think I might have, actually. Yeah, I think they look alright like they are. Sorry, I'm just waffling on now, aren't I? Let's leave it there. Thank you very much. Next episode, not sure what I'm going to do. It depends. I may continue here, or I may come up here and do some work on the building, actually, while I get some inspiration for what I want to do here. We'll see. Join me in the next episode to find out. Until then, please do take care of yourselves, and hopefully I will see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.